Hi, Erickson Library. Another installment of Whatcha Reading Wednesday. It seems like the weeks just fly by, but I fill them with reading books. So, I had to share with you what I actually just finished recently, and it is an adult book in the adult section, and then I will get on to my YA picks. But this is called The Lost Manuscript by Kathy Bonidan. And the author is actually French, and this is actually translated, which I thought was really interesting. Translated from French by Emma Ramadan. And so the author, it says she works as a teacher in Vannes and has been writing since the age of 14. Her debut novel, The Perfume of the Hellebore Rose, won 11 literary awards in France. So I saw a recommendation about this book that was listed on, I think, Book Riot or one of the newsletters that I subscribe to. And the description of the book I absolutely fell in love with. And it's described as a delightful literary puzzle, as addictive as a thriller, as moving as a confession. And I just thought how beautiful that sounded. The Lost Manuscript celebrates the unique ability of books to unite strangers and to enrich lives. As charming as it is inventive, this clever novel is an absolute delight to read. Dear reader, The Lost Manuscript is a love letter to letters, to love, to the love of reading, and to the belief that a book can change a life. Or, in this case, many, many lives, and possibly yours. It's not hard to disappear into this book, and if you do, tell your friends they can find you at the Beau Rivage Hotel. Bon voyage. My dream one day is to get to Paris, as many people who know me know that. So obviously right now, a lot of traveling's not happening, so I love to escape into books. That is how I escape to different cultures, different countries, different worlds. So I absolutely adored this book. It was as good as it sounds. I'll read you a tiny little synopsis about it. When Anne-Lise Berard books a room on the Brittany coast at the Beau Rivage Hotel, she has no idea that her vacation will put her on the path to unearthing a 30-year-old mystery. After finding and reading an abandoned manuscript in her hotel room, she discovers an enchanting story, as well as a mysterious address written within the pages. She sends the pages to the address in hopes of reuniting the unknown author with their novel. The response, which she receives a few days later, astonishes her and sets her on the path to uncovering every person who had held the manuscript in their hands. The Lost Manuscript. Highly recommend it. Now, this is the one that I am currently reading. I just checked it out and we just got it in at the library. I'm really excited we have this. It's called Tweet Cute by Emma Lord. And I believe this might have been her first novel, and she has a new book out now that's called You Have a Match. And her new novel, You Have a Match, is actually the current Reese Witherspoon YA book pick. And so I watched an interview with her on the Hello Sunshine Instagram page, and she is very, very young. I'm sure she's in her early 20s, which I thought was fascinating that she's such a young author and having so much success. And so she was talking about this first book, and I thought it just sounded really, really good. So I currently have it checked out, but definitely contact us to put it on hold so you can have it after I'm done with it. And I'm sure you will love it too. And I will read a little bit about it. Meet Pepper, swim team captain, chronic overachiever, and all-around perfectionist. Her family may be falling apart, but their massive fast food chain is booming, mainly thanks to Pepper, who is barely managing to juggle real life while secretly running Big League Burger's massive Twitter account. Enter Jack, class clown and constant thorn in Pepper's side. When he isn't trying to duck out of his obscenely popular twin's shadow, he's busy working in his family's deli. His relationship with the business that holds his future may be a love-hate relationship, but when Big League Burger steals his grandma's iconic grilled cheese recipe, he'll do whatever it takes to take them down, one tweet at a time. All's fair in love and cheese. Tweet Cute by Emma Lord. And the next three selections I'm going to be talking about were just announced as the top 10 winners in the Yalsa, which is Young Adult Library Service Association, their 2021 top 10 best fiction. So the first one I'm going to talk about is called Growin', and it is by Tiffany D. Jackson. Tiffany D. Jackson has penned a riveting, powerful love story to Black girlhood and a haunting reminder of the ways in which their innocence is often stolen. Remarkable, suspenseful, and gut-wrenching. When Enchanted Jones wakes up with blood on her hands and zero memory of the previous night, no one, the police and Corey fans included, has more questions than she does. All she really knows is that this isn't how things are supposed to be. Corey was Enchanted tickets to stardom. Before there was a dead body, Enchanted was an aspiring singer, struggling with her tight-knit family's recent move to the suburbs while trying to find her place as one of the few Black girls in high school. But then legendary R&B artist Corey Fields spots her at an audition, and suddenly her dream at being a professional singer takes flight. Enchanted is dazzled by Corey's luxurious life, but soon her dream turns into a nightmare. Behind Corey's charm and star power lurks a dark side, one that wants to control her every move with rage and consequences. Except now he's dead, and the police are at the door. Who killed Corey Fields? All signs point to Enchanted. Growing. Next we have This Is My America, and this is by Kim Johnson. They look at my father and think murderer. They look at my brother and think thug. They look at me and think I'll be quiet. They are wrong. Every week, 17-year-old Tracy Beaumont writes letters to Innocent's ex, asking the organization to help her father, an innocent Black man on death row. After 7 years, Tracy is running out of time. Her dad has 275 days left. Then one night changes everything. The police arrive, pounding on the door, and Tracy's older brother Jamal goes from being a bright, promising track star to a thug on the run, accused of killing a white girl. Determined to save her brother, Tracy investigates what really happened between Jamal and Angela down at the Pike. And as Tracy discovers the racist history that haunts her small town's present, she begins to wonder whether she's lighting the torch that will illuminate her family's innocence or lighting the fuse that will cause her world to explode. This Is My America, and that is by Kim Johnson. And last, this one is not on the Yalsa list, but it's a new book that we have in our news section, and I've heard so many good things about it. I haven't read it yet. It's called The Inheritance Games. She came from nothing. They have everything. Let the games begin. $46.2 billion. I thought, my heart attacking my ribcage and my mouth sandpaper dry. Tobias Hawthorne was worth $46.2 billion. And Tobias Hawthorne didn't leave everything to his grandsons. He didn't leave everything to his daughters. That math in this equation did not add up. It couldn't add up. My brain ground to a halt. My ears rang. One by one, the other occupants of the room turned to stare at me. A thrilling blend of family secrets, illicit romance, and a high-stakes treasure hunt set in the mysterious world of Texas billionaires. The non-stop twist kept me guessing until the very last page. The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So I hope you enjoyed my little book talk, and if that gave you some good ideas of what you want to check out next at Erickson Library, we are always happy to help you find your next favorite read. So again, thank you for watching my Whatcha Reading Wednesday video. Look at our Facebook page to find all our fun upcoming events we have going on. We have so many fun programs and tons of grab-and-go activities going on right now for kids, teens, and adults. So thank you for being a patron at Erickson Library, and I will see you next Wednesday.